Hello everybody, I've caught up with David from Backspindle Games, MourneQuest. We see these miniatures on the table, we were like, ooh, we gotta see this. So what can you tell us about the game?
Well, it's a game called MourneQuest, and it's based on a book called MourneQuest by an Irish author called Gary McElheron. And basically it was about a little boy who loses his dad to sea in the 1800s, and he's very upset. And back in the day he lived in this cottage in the Mourne Mountains, and his granny always had this affinity with magic and the magic of the dandelion, and he finds this magical gateway to the Mourne Mountains where he meets a character called Cobbs, who is technically like a leprechaun, but he's not a leprechaun. That's very insulting to Curlican. So basically he goes off with Cobbs to try and find all these magic of the dandelions to wish his father home safe. But obviously in this journey lots of things happen. They meet lots of other little magical creatures, and they find out that these, the Banshee and the Changeling have all been like controlled by this evil force, and this evil force at the end of the game will be called the Shimnivore. So what they do is they go around the board, they move around the board, and they try and collect up resources of gold, flax, blackthorn and granite, because as each player takes a turn, the moon moves and they roll a dice and these things start to turn. And they turn basically on north, east, south or west. So the moon cycles of the moon's happening, the points of the compass is happening, the game ramps up. So basically they've also got to build up their characters with courage, strength or magic, because as the game goes on they may have to fight some of these nightmares, and definitely they will have to fight the Shimnivore at the final battle. So it's a bit of a balance. You got to cooperatively work together to save these things. They're gathering items that build up their strength, they're gathering magical things that'll help them fight or defend. But these little bog beans, these snipe and the speedwell and so on, they come along and they steal your resources, and if you don't have resources they wound you, so you got to sort of like fight them or fend them off. They're not really bad, they're mischievous, they're annoying. And then what happens once the moon does one full cycle of this, each player after every turn rolls 2 dice. So if you rolled say 2 south and you've already released the southern one, both move on the west, so it then moves faster. Okay, so really that's the essence of the game. The final battle, the Shimnivore comes out and he basically attacks these 8 points in the wall. Now if you have someone here, he attacks the first 2 points. If he destroys that section of the wall, it's gone. There is cards and things that let you rebuild it, but basically if he defeats 6 sections of the wall, you lose, or if he kills one of the team, you lose. If you're on one of the sections of the wall, you can defend it. You may take a win, but you can save the wall. So ultimately you've got to work together to try and win the final battle. So there's a whole resource thing going on, the clock is ticking, and you've also got to build up your skills.
I love it. I love it. So how many people can play?
2 to 4, and it's cooperative.
And it's out right now, or it's coming out?
We're hoping to go on Kickstarter probably the end of July.
Very good. July is going to be busy guys. Well, it looks great. We love the look of the characters and the monsters. These big guys, I know we talked about, these are 3-ups for the show, but we're looking at monsters about this size, for sure. And then the characters are really going to be more in the neighborhood of this size. They're stand-ins for right now.
Yeah, that's it. They're going to be about 25, I think, figures, or 25 to 30 figures on Kickstarter. So yeah, people will probably get them and paint them up. They're going to look pretty stunning. A bit like the artwork here is, my favorite probably is Tess. I like Tess, that little magical, that mischievous look of I've got power. I'm starting to do things. So when you have minis that look like that, I think it's quite appealing.
Definitely.
I suppose I didn't mention on every turn, after each player's turn, the monsters get a turn. So the game plays against you. So
very cool. So where can people find you guys?
Well, there's a web link is bit.ly/MourneQuest. That's BITLY or whatever /MourneQuest, the bit.ly links. But we're Backspindle Games, BACK, Spindle, SPINDLE, backspindlegames.com.
Very good. And here at the show, what booth are you guys?
We're in G18.
G18. If you want to come by and have a look, make sure you do so while you're here. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you very much, Dawn.